day, everybody. It is Calxiyn and Hunter here, and today we are doing another Yes or Pass for the RWBY Pride Collection. And as you guys can see,
spoiler alerts, I guess,
is a little bit special because we actually have some of the clothes with us. No thanks to the Rooster Teeth store because we had to buy them with our own money. But you know what? Maybe
this
next
is homophobic.
If maybe this video does well, maybe next year they'll send something to their two very queer RWBY tubers. I'm just gonna throw it out there. But anyway, this collection I thought was actually very good. There are some like little criticism things that have been floating around that I want to touch on. But first, let's just talk about this. There's a lot of like color options, which I really appreciate. I like all of the different colors, and that's also kind of because, so here's like, not the shady thing, but here's like the little thing about like this merch in particular is that it is canvas or Bella canvas, and that's like the Redbubble people basically, like it's print to order t-shirt situation.
When you pick it up, it has like this weird scent, and it's the exact same scent you get when you open up a Redbubble package.
Technically, it doesn't have the Rooster Teeth label, if you guys remember the Rooster Teeth label. It is the same as like a Redbubble printed shirt. So that's why they have color options, because Redbubble has color options, right? And so like there's pros and cons to that. The first thing is that like the quality I have heard is a little bit different because some people have complained that their May shirts from last year have started to like flake, right? So there's a quality difference compared to like the Rooster Teeth store original printed stuff, it seems like, right? But at the same time, I mean, we're wearing them right now. I really like mine. We'll see if it survives the wash, but that's also kind of like a location-based thing. Like, I know Americans wash their clothes differently than Canadians do.
They
like,
do?
Cold water versus hot water. Like, it's a whole
thing.
That's just one thing that people get concerned about is like the quality of this at the same price that the other actual Rooster Teeth merch is made at. Something I just think is funny is how Zwei is here. Some people took that the wrong way. It's a little bit of a hit or miss sort of situation. The fact that Zwei was included.
Why?
I think it's cute though. I don't know, just because it's like, oh, it's the two, like we have two official characters, but then it's Zwei. Well, you know what? Actually, I take it back on Zwei being included because I just thought of something. This is a very subtle way where if you're not out to your parents, you can have a piece of technical Pride merch, but they just think it's a dog over a rainbow. You know what I mean? It's like a unicorn over a rainbow.
Sure.
So actually, I will defend the Zwei shirt, actually. I think that kind of makes sense because, like, your parents wouldn't look at that and think that it's Pride merch. They would just think that,
or maybe your parents know too much and they think you're gay and into puppy play.
Oh, no! God, Hunter, I hate this.
And
like, a lot of people really wanted Blake and Yang, and I understand, but what do you think they're gonna do next year? They have to have longevity, you know what I mean? They can't just slap everybody on a shirt now. Like, they have to have something new each year.
And sometimes dogs are just kind of gay, you know? I had a pug that I'm pretty sure was a lesbian, just did not like men.
But I'm just saying, like, in terms of the Bumblebee stuff, like, when they kiss, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna make a shirt, you know what I mean?
Yes.
They're probably gonna make a whole collection just based off of Bumblebee, knowing the Rooster Teeth store. So, like, don't worry, I understand, but, like, they're not confirmed yet, and I'm sure
the Bumblebee through the first Brick at Stonewall collection.
Following that sort of track of thought, I am a little disappointed that, like, Scarlett's not here, because Coco is here.
But it's Scarlett,
they were confirmed around the same time, but that's the point. Scarlett's the only, like, male gay rep that we have so far, but again, Vacuo.
Other than apparently Zwei, but.
Oh God. When we get to Vacuo, maybe they'll include him. So that's just like, that's the argument, and that's kind of my counter argument, is I think that, like, as the years go by, like, Ilya and Coco has been long confirmed at this point. And so, like, honestly, they're kind of late with these compared to early. Does that make sense? And so it's not like, oh, like, Coco,
like Ilya came out at like volume 5,
exactly.
volume 4,
and so I think that they're trying to be timely, but this is like the ones that they didn't do the last time. Does that make sense? It's like when Bumblebee happens, and then when like Scarlet like shows up with Noland and stuff, because they definitely have a thing judging by the books. I'm sure that like those things will be included. This is sort of like, oh yeah, we never made any merch for Ilya and Coco. Let's go back, right? And so that's sort of my logical reasoning, is that this is sort of the exception.
We've had the gay king Zwei in the show since volume 2, and we've done nothing with him.
So that being said, being said, we
Sure.
are going to show you guys how they look on us, so we're going to overlay some footage. It is a little bit long on my body.
You also
anyway.
have a tiny torso, because it's really not all that long for me.
For Hunter, so you guys can see, I'm wearing a small, and Hunter is wearing a medium, and we're not going to change into the other shirt.
I brought the other one,
you know,
too.
we don't need to do all that. Like, I'm lazy, I don't want to. They're basically the same size, right?
Yes.
I think I would have gotten an extra small if that were an option, like, just in hindsight, just for me, but it does fit well, like, on the top and around, like, the shoulders and everything.
Yeah.
Still. So, yeah, size-wise, you guys can kind of get an idea
and
of how they
Cal's modeling
look.
the Coco because you're the excitable Chad gay, and I'm modeling Ilya because I'm the sad reclusive gay.
Yes, exactly. And so now let's just return to us over here. So the other thing that some people were talking about, and I do think that this is a valid point that they should have considered, it would have been nice to have Coco and Ilya with the lesbian flag as well, because they are canonly confirmed as lesbian characters.
Unlike non-canonly confirmed to be lesbian.
At first, I think it would have been nice for it to be an option, because I do understand why they went with this, because personally, right, as someone who's bisexual, I would feel a little uncomfy wearing a flag that is not mine, especially if I were gonna go to like Pride or something wearing these clothes, because not to say that that would be tricking people, but I'm bisexual, I'm not.
It would be false
right?
advertisement.
You know what I mean? False advertising.
Sure.
For all the girls that I'm gonna go pick up at Pride, right? And so I think that that's kind of why they did it, is because the rainbow...
And you're gonna show them photos of your boyfriend to be like, huh?
No. At least, like,
who is she?
The rainbow is universal to, like,
it's meant to be universal.
Exactly, right?
It's intentionality, when the guy made it in the 70s or 60s, it was meant to be for all queer people.
But I do think that it's valid for people to bring up the fact they could have at least made an option.
Yeah.
Because really, like, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, like, I understand that it would cost labor, if that makes sense. But, like, how much labor would it really cost? I feel like I could go into Photoshop and do it right now. You know what I mean? Especially if those are separate layers. You could just color swap the thingy. You know, very technical Photoshop expertise here. But you could just literally color swap it, I think. And so, yeah, that's the only thing. Especially with Ilya's is just a gradient. With Coco's, it may be a little more complicated because those are actual
I also feel like
paintbrush
aesthetically,
flags,
like the lesbian flags would look nicer on Ilya just because it's full color.
Yeah.
And like with Coco, she's not colored in, so she'd go with anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think
so
aesthetically,
it would have been a good option.
I think aesthetically the Coco shirt looks really lovely as it is, but it would have been nice to have.
I think that's kind of where it goes wrong a little bit. Like, again, this is a great collection. Obviously, we bought it, we like it, but you know, we gotta bring these things up. People have talked about it. It's important to bring up, right? The only other thing that I saw was that May wasn't included in the collection, and a lot of people were sad.
Got it last year.
Yeah, and so that was the thing, is that May did get merch last year, but it sold out on the Rooster Teeth site, so now people can't buy it, and so yeah, I kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of torn on that, because like, I bought it, you know, but if you're a new fan, like, what if you just got into the show and you can't get it? Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but like, I don't know, who knows what happened to
I mean, I feel like when our trans king Theodore gets confirmed, we'll get another one of those trans shirts.
Oh gosh, another thing, we have to bring back the Theodore Theory Hunter. I mean, that's what I'm saying, vacuo? I mean, who knows? But like, we'll see. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the little, the Yas or Pass. I definitely do think that this is a Yas. I just wanted to make sure I brought up some of the stuff I was
I don't know who would buy the RWBY Pride
I don't know who would either,
That's
to
pretty
be honest.
bizarre.
But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for attending Calxiyn's Royal Court today, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!